Breaking travel news from across the world.
Welcome to the splendid Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Doha, the capital of the Gulf state of Qatar, which is hosting one of the most important events on the aviation calendar, the annual general meeting of the Air Transport Association. Not only is this the 70th AGM, but it's also a notable year because it's a year which recognises 100 years of commercial aviation, which began in 1914 with this aircraft flying across Tampa Bay in America.
Aviation started 100 years ago, 1914, single aeroplane, single route, single passenger, and look where it is now, 3.3 billion passengers a year, 58 million jobs being supported around the world. It's just 1% of global GDP now is aviation. Look how far we've gone in 100 years, and I can tell you there's a lot more to go in the next 100.
And from the pioneers of commercial aviation to the host airline of this event, Qatar Airways, one of the newest and most modern, and one of the latest to join the One World Alliance.
It's very significant for a couple of reasons. For our internal alliance purposes, Qatar adds a lot of complementary destinations, a really convenient consolidation point, and a very high quality airline to the team. So we're really pleased. Worldwide, we got quite a lot of notice because we were the first alliance to invite one of the big three Gulf carriers in, and so that got a lot of press. That's not why we did it, but it's certainly been an exciting time.
Exciting times indeed, and the 70th AGM, attended by His Highness the Emir of Qatar and his distinguished guests, opened to a packed audience and commenced with the election of Akbar Al-Baker, CEO of Qatar Airways, being elected as president of the association for the general meeting, followed by a State of the Industry speech from the IATA Director General.
The difficult times are certainly not over. Yes, profitability is heading upwards, and that's of course a good thing, but let's bear in mind that profit margins are still extremely thin, 2.5%, and that returns on capital are 4 to 5%, nowhere near the 7 to 8% minimum that you need to show to return the true cost of capital. And with the investment airlines need to make in more fuel efficient aircraft, more modern aircraft, that deficit between the cost of capital and the returns that we're making is a very important thing.
And he had this key message for governments across the world.
I think one of the key messages is look where we're having this meeting in the Middle East, in the Gulf area, where governments do get it. They understand how important aviation is to driving economic growth of their countries, to driving social development of their people. And our message to governments is look what can be done if you support aviation. Look what can be done if you treat aviation as something positive, something that can help you, instead of simply a soft target for taxation or a sin that needs to be regulated in a heavy-handed way.
A sentiment echoed by the CEO of the Pacific Asia Travel Association.
We're the cavalry coming over the hill to save you. You all are running out of money. You have not yet figured out a way to have a 21st century revenue development model that recognizes that a lot of other industries, who perhaps should remain nameless, are running like a shell game economy. They're not paying a representative amount of taxes. They're not creating good quality jobs. They're not doing anything particularly for harmony for the world, but they're lining their pockets pretty effectively. So we know we're the good guys. The problem is we're too modest to tell anyone else.
2 days of keynote speeches, discussions and debates, plus important networking opportunities for the attendees from all over the world. But also a gala dinner hosted by Qatar Airways to showcase their onboard hospitality, and for those lucky enough to attend, world-class entertainment from Australian superstar Kylie Minogue.
Given me the strength to really believe that no matter how I take it, there's no way I'm gonna make it. 'Cause it's gotta be real to real. I'm not left to hide, no reason left to. I'm into you, can't resist. You're so high, get me into the shade. The spotlight's on, you reap too, you like it.
I'm Phil Blizzard at the IATA AGM in Qatar for Breaking Travel News, London.